Hi Flaunters, it's Shelly from the Fit to Flaunt app, and today I'm going to be teaching you a fun and sexy beginner's pole fitness routine. So in this class, we're going to go over a warm-up, get that heart rate up, then we're going to learn some really fun beginner-friendly skills. It doesn't matter if you have zero pole dancing experience, you will be able to do these skills. We'll put everything into a routine, and then we'll have a cool down. Pole fitness is an excellent workout, and it 100% will get you to your fitness goals. It doesn't matter if you have zero workout experience. I'm going to guide you step by step. So even if you're curious about pole fitness or you just started your journey, this workout is perfect for you. So now I want to tell you about the Fit to Flaunt app really quickly before we get started, because I know you're going to love the class. And then you're going to be like blowing me up like, Shelly, how do I get more of this? So all you have to do is download the Fit to Flaunt app. It has been designed to turn your home into your very own pole dancing studio. There are hundreds of tutorials that are beginner friendly that you can follow along to continue progressing on your pole dancing journey. And the best part is, I've made sure that all the skills are progressive so that you never work on anything that you're not ready for. So all you gotta do is press play, follow the app, learn, and progress. So once again, we're gonna start off with our warm-up. We're gonna do a few conditioning exercises, then we'll do our routine, and then a cool down. So grab your mat, water bottle if you need it, because I am gonna put you to work, and let's get started. So for our warm-up flaunters, we're gonna start off with our feet just a little wider than hip width apart. We're gonna bring our ear to shoulder, side to side, nice and easy. Few more times. And now we're gonna go front to back. So make sure you're not arching your back, you're keeping your core tight, squeezing those glutes, and allowing your head to drop back. From here, we're gonna incorporate some shoulder rolls, bringing it back. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades together. 2 and 1, and reverse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now nice big wrist circles. Bringing it up as you continue rolling those wrists. Bring it all the way up. Nice deep breaths, and reverse, bring it down. And now we're gonna bring it up and down, going into a squat. So each time you do this, you wanna think about sinking as low as you can. So we have 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're holding it here. So just like with any workout, it's super important to warm up. We gotta get our muscles ready to work, get the blood flowing, because we wanna make sure that we don't have any injuries so that we can keep having fun and growing and progressing as pole dancers. So hold it here a few seconds. Whew, I'm feeling the burn, I know you are too. A few more seconds here, 3, 2, 1. Arms out in front of us, and we're gonna bring it side to side. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Grabbing the elbows, dropping your head, relaxing your neck. You're holding it here for a few seconds. Think about actively reaching down and trying to get your elbows to the ground. So this is an active stretch because you're the one reaching. Perfect. We're gonna bring both hands on the inside of our right foot, and we're gonna bend and straighten for 6, 5, 4. Again, you're sinking the hips as low as you can each time. 2, and last one. Hold it here. A few seconds. Perfect. We're gonna walk it back to the center and walk it to the other side to repeat that exercise. So 6, 5, 4, 3 more. And hold it here a few seconds. Perfect. So now we're gonna step back with that left foot and bring it down. From here, I want you to walk your hands back so that your hands are stacked underneath your shoulders. We're going to do our tabletop, get our core engaged and ready to work. So we're flexing our feet, bringing our knees up 6 inches above the ground. And we're gonna hold that for 8 seconds, and we're doing 2 of them. So up, 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest it out. Nice deep breaths. And now we're gonna do our second one. So flexing the feet, bringing it up and holding it. Remember, you don't want your shoulders back here and you don't want your hips too high. Shoulders stacked on top of your wrists and your knees are just hovering above the ground. Pull that core in, keep it engaged as you push into the ground. And relax. Good. Catching your breath. We're gonna bring our left arm across our chest. Open and switch. Perfect. And hands down, flexing our feet into a plank. And from here, you're gonna walk your feet up as close to your hands as possible before bending the knees and rolling it up, one vertebrae at a time. Great job, flaunters. Grab a sip of water if you need and meet me at the pole because we're gonna move on to our conditioning exercises. All right, flaunters, great job with completing the warm-up. Now we're moving on to pole conditioning. And if you're new to pole dancing, you're probably wondering, what's pole conditioning? Well, pole conditioning is how us as pole dancers get in shape and condition our bodies to build strength and endurance to continue progressing in our pole dancing journey. So that's why it's pretty common for you to hear pole dancers say, no, I don't do any other workouts, I just do pole fitness. It's because it really is sufficient to get you to your goals. So again, pole conditioning are a series of exercises that we do to help us build strength and endurance in our muscles so that we can continue progressing in our pole fitness journey. So we're doing 2 exercises today, and the first one is the chair hold. So for this exercise, you're gonna have your hips in front of the pole. You're gonna have your inside arm, which is the arm closest to the pole, on the bottom, outside on top. So now what you wanna do is bend down so it's like you're sitting on a chair. You want your hips and your knees in one line. We're squeezing with our armpit, bringing it up so that only our toes are on the floor. So we're holding this for 10 seconds. So if you're just watching, you're probably like, oh, that doesn't look too bad, but trust me, it is challenging and it definitely is a workout. And if you're doing the exercise, great job, keep going, we're almost there. And bring it up. Whew. Now we're gonna switch to the other side because we always wanna work both sides. So again, hips in front of the pole. I'm squeezing with my inside armpit, dropping my hips, squeezing with the armpit, and up. 10 seconds. And bring it up. Perfect. Shake it out. And now the next exercise that we're going to do is called a pull-up. This exercise is excellent for helping us to build strength for climbing the pole. So we're gonna have our ankle and our knee pressed into the pole. We wanna make sure the pole stays at our knee, grabbing the pole, and you wanna think about pushing the pole down into the ground and getting your chin to pass both hands. So we're gonna do 6 of these on each leg. Ready? And begin. And shake it out. And other side. Ankle and knee pressed into the pole, pushing the pole down into the ground, getting our chin to pass our hands. Whew, all right. So great job, flaunters. You completed the conditioning part of our class for today. Grab some more water if you need it, put your heels on, and let's get started with learning our routine. All right, flaunters, so if you're wondering what I'm putting on my hands, this is pole grip. So it's very, very common in when you're doing pole fitness that your hands sweat, because obviously it's a workout and you're gonna be sweaty. So this is Fit to Flaunt pole grip that you can get on our website. It dries your hands and makes it so much easier for you to grab the pole and move forward with your practice so that you're not having to spend 10 hours wiping your pole down. So again, pole grip is a pole dancer's best friend. So for our routine today, we are learning the fireman, the V-drop, the booty clap, and the pirouette. Yes, listen, after this routine, seriously, you're gonna be like, don't talk to me. You're gonna feel like a brand new person. So let's get started. All right, flaunters, so for our routine, we're grabbing the pole and we're starting off with one sexy body roll. So for your body roll, you wanna think about bringing your chest to the pole first, then your belly, roll it back, bend the knees, and drop the hips. From here, we're doing 2 sexy hip circles. So we're rolling it 2 and 1. So if you're new to hip circles, they are sexy, let me tell you. You can add them to any routine and it just gives it some pizzazz. So what I want you to think about is that your hips are a cooking spoon and you're stirring a pot of soup. So you're trying to get all the edges around the pot. So you're making a big hip circle. Yeah, so we're doing 2 and 1 and stick that booty out. From here, we're incorporating our booty clap. So our first skill, stick that booty out on your toes. You're gonna go in, out, in, out, in, out. I want you to think about Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, right? We're trying to bring Toto home. So in, out, in, out. So again, we're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're then gonna turn facing me. Hi. And then we're gonna caress our leg down. We're gonna bring it up and toss. Now listen, I know it's just a hair toss and you're probably like, that doesn't look too hard, but I wanna show you what it looks like if you do it incorrectly versus correctly. So when you do your hair toss, it's super important that you bring your hand up first and then toss so that there's an arch in your back. This makes it look a lot sexier versus if you go down and then you bring everything up together. So I'm sure you can see the difference. So again, we caress down, our hair is down. Our hand comes up first to our knees, toss with the arch in our back, then we bring it up. So this sets us up perfectly to go into our next skill, which is the pirouette. So we're gonna have our inside hand extended, outside goes behind the pole with our thumb pointing down. So from here, I'm gonna bend my inside knee, and I want you to think about sniffing your armpit, right? I know it sounds weird. So sniff the armpit, turn and stop. So let's try that again. So we're here, we're going into our pirouette, we're extending the inside arm, outside goes behind the pole with our thumb pointing down. We're gonna bend the inside knee and shift the weight into this outside standing foot, and then we're gonna sniff the armpit, turn under the arm, and stop. From here, you're caressing your body, bringing it down, and then we're adding another hair toss. So remember, come up, toss the hair, bam. Hands on our thighs, we're gonna slide it down, and we're doing our hip circles again. So we're rolling it for 4, 3, 2, 1, slide it up. So before we add any more, let's try that from the top. So we're here, going into our body roll first. So we're doing body roll, bringing it down, 2 circles, 2, 1, booty out, make it clap for 4, 3, 2, 1, and turn, bring it down, hand comes up, toss, and bring it up. Extend the arm, grab the pole, and pirouette. Now we caress the body, bring it down, up, toss the hair. Perfect. Both hands on our thighs, slide our back down the pole, and we roll those hips for 4, 3, 2, 1, slide it up. Ooh, so now From here, we're gonna transition back to facing the pole. So I'm gonna bring my hand up, grab the pole in what we call cup grip. So that means all 5 fingers are together. I'm grabbing the pole and I am turning. Once we turn, we're going to change our grip again back to true grip because we're gonna add our first pole spin. So let's see what that looks like again. So we're in front of the pole. We came from this position. Remember, we rolled it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide it up. I'm grabbing the pole, cup grip, and my outside leg is gonna come around so that I'm facing the pole. From here, we're gonna switch our grip and we're going into the fireman spin. So I'll show it to you first and then I'll break it down. So for the fireman spin, we have our inside arm extended and we're gonna take 3 steps starting with our inside leg. So your outside hand, you don't want it just dangling around, right? You want it on your body, caressing yourself, making it fun and flirty. So we're stepping 1, 2, 3. So now that we've got the 3 steps, let's add the 4th. So inside arm, 3 steps, inside leg. So we're stepping inside, outside, inside. On 4, my outside hand and my outside ankle will connect with the pole. From here, I'm going to continue leaning and this standing leg will go in the back of the pole. So I have 1 ankle in the front and 1 ankle in the back. So let's try it together. We're here, so we're stepping inside, outside, inside, ankle, ankle, bring it down and up. Now, let's talk about some of the common mistakes that students make when they're just learning the fireman. One is having what I call the death grip, right? Which is very normal in the beginning. So you're squeezing the pole so tight because you don't trust yourself yet, which is natural. So that means when you're trying to do your fireman spin, your body wants to spin, but your hands are literally stuck on the pole so you don't go anywhere. So if that's happening to you, you just need to loosen the grip a little and you'll slide down. Now the second one is walking too close to the pole. If you do not have your hips away from the pole, you will not create the distance that you need to spin. So let me show you what I mean. If I walk too close for my 3 steps, the second most common mistake that students make is walking too close to the pole. So it's important that you take a step out to create space between your hips and the pole so that you have the momentum you need to spin. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like if you walk too close. So here I am, just starting pole. I'm a little nervous. I'm too close to the pole. I'm spinning. My body is on the pole. It's uncomfortable and it looks unnatural. And believe it or not, it's actually harder to do it that way versus if I take 1 step away and I make sure I keep the distance between my hips and the pole. Now when I put my ankle and I lean, it's so much easier for me to spin and slide down. The third and final most common mistake is the foot placement. So instead of having 1 ankle in the front and 1 ankle in the back, students often put both ankles in the front. So it looks like this. You do your 3 steps, you have everything else correct, but now when you lean, you put the leg both in the front, you get confused with the ankles, and when you do that, as you can see, you can't even land on your feet comfortably. You almost always have to go to the floor. So just remember, outside ankle in the front, inside in the back. So now one last time, let's do it again, see what it looks like correctly, and let's do it together. So we have our inside arm extended, taking 3 steps. So inside, outside, inside, ankle, ankle. Spin all the way down, feet touch the floor, uncross, and stick that booty out. So from here, we're gonna sway those hips for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna put our body against the pole, arms up, feet in front of us, and we're gonna do what we call the V drop. So for the V drop, you wanna make sure you're pushing the pole down into the ground, and it's not a middle split. So you're not trying to open this way, right? You want your feet to go in front of you. So feet go in front so we can slide down on our pole. From here, feet together. I'm bringing it back on my elbows, legs up, open, bringing one leg around, pushing up, back. I'm keeping my head down until my hips reach my heel. Bam, tossing the hair up, and we're ending the routine here. So let's go over that last part one more time, and then we're gonna do it all together. So we were here. We did our sexy hip circles for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide it up, cup grip with our hand. Bring that outside leg around. Switch the grip. 3 steps into the fireman. 1, 2, 3. Ankle, ankle. Bring it up. And we sway the hips for 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your pole. Feet in front of you for the V drop. Pushing the pole down. Barely having any weight in your feet. Slide, slide, slide. Lean back on our elbows. Legs up. Open and around. We push up and back, keeping our head down. And toss. All right, Flaunters, great job. So now put on your favorite song. We're gonna try it all together without any talking with some sexy music. All right, let's get started. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and you did it, yay. So remember, for more in-demand pole fitness classes just like this one, download the Fit to Flaunt app. You get 2 weeks free to check it out. We have amazing tutorials, amazing instructors, and we've helped thousands of flaunters progress on their pole journey through the app. What I love most about the Fit to Flaunt app is that there's even an online community. So it's really cool that you're able to share your wins, share videos of you progressing with other flaunters, and everyone's like cheering you on and hyping you up. Even me, when I had to get back in shape after having my twins a year and a half ago, the Fit to Flaunt community really encouraged me and pushed me, especially when I felt like giving up because I lost all of my strength. So tap in, download the app, and join our amazing supportive community. And great job with this routine. So let's get started with our cool down now. So you're gonna grab your pole, make sure your thumb is pointing up, and you want your hand to be in line with your shoulder, and we're just gonna rotate. Feel the stretch in the front of our shoulder. And switch. A few more seconds here. Perfect. Feet apart, and again, nice and easy, ear to shoulder, and front to back. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. We're going to interlock our fingers behind our back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and we're just going to fall forward. Gonna hang out here for a few seconds, let that heart rate descend a little. Perfect, release your hands to the ground. swaying the hips side to side. Perfect. We're gonna bend the knees and slowly roll it up. One vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Take a few seconds here for a few deep breaths. One more. And great job, Flaunter. Thank you so much for joining me on your beginner's pole fitness class with Bits of Flaunt.